All right, the big questions that we are asking in this debate tonight has the face-off with the Election Commission somewhere down the line given a rallying point to the opposition, to the India bloc. The fight with EC, how far is the opposition willing to take it? Is the election process under a cloud? Has the government shied away from a debate on the SIR? All of these questions taken to our guest this evening. Joining me, Rajat Sethi, political commentator, Ajoy Kumar, spokesperson Congress, RP Singh, spokesperson BJP, Anjali Bharadwaj, governing council member, Common Cause social activist. I'd like to begin right now with Dr. Ajoy Kumar. Dr. Kumar, the fact is, out there, many voters who might even believe all your allegations because you have allegedly given proof, is what you say. But when the EC continues to ask you to put it on an affidavit, sign that affidavit, why is the Congress, Rahul Gandhi or anyone from the Congress actually dithering to sign that affidavit? Because somewhere down the line, then you're giving that message that you're not confident of your own investigation.
No, actually there's a bunch of bunkum. Because, the rules they keep quoting, the affidavit is only, there have been adequate legal opinions on that. But the affidavit in any kind of electoral complaint is within the 6 months of the election, and that's the only requirement. And it doesn't even pass the smell test. You don't need to do it first.
But do it if that's what it takes. Because right now that's
no. You're again making a mistake. Because who are they to tell us? We have told that they are Preeti. One sec. Simple. Today's prominent newspaper has said in Madhapur, all 6 assemblies, 5 assemblies had an increase from 2004 to 2025, 24, 30% increase, around 30%, 28%. Madhapur had 140%. In Bihar, you have 3 lakhs people, 2,87,000 with house address 0. You have Modi and Yogi in a Muslim household in Madhya Pradesh. You have 100 people of different caste from different caste in a village in Bihar. It's incredible. And no female, by the way, no ladies, only men. And according to the birth rate, they were born every 4 months, which is again incredible. Then you have a 124-year-old lady who's a first-time voter. Again, power to the BJP and RP Singh's party, because fantastic. The oldest person in the world has been located by the Election Commission as a first-time voter. So such blatant shame.
But Dr. Ajoy Kumar, we're going to come back to it. But let me ask you that. With all that you say that this is, blatant vote fraud, all of that, why can't we move beyond the fact of the Congress putting it in writing and giving that affidavit? Because I'll tell you what, the optics of it is that Rahul Gandhi or the Congress refuses to sign that affidavit, which raises questions on whether or not this is actually EC data, which the EC is questioning in itself. So sign that affidavit and move on from there.
So look, what's going to happen in the next few days, I can't predict. But I want to tell you very clearly that our people met the chief electoral officer in Karnataka, and these people, the data was handed over. First question: who hands it over from the political party? Signed paper and given to them is not the issue at all. The issue is my concern with what's happening in India, and you people like you, sensible people like you, also saying, doesn't it outrage you that your channel has proved it, that there are 100 people and some crazy, one of the BJP's, YouTubers the supporters come on the TV and say, oh, there's hostels and all. The amount of nonsense they're spewing on the TV. My simple question is, go and verify. We have any self-respecting, and look at the way any self-respecting institution wouldn't have threatened. And last, most important is, all these years, till this 2014, when this new India came, the Election Commission, you go, met them, handed over the paper. We have met the Election Commission umpteen number of times for data in digital format. Okay? Before this, forget affidavit. The whole Congress party opposition has gone and met the Election Commission for the past few months.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
are they giving it in this? And BJP, why is
Okay,
the BJP?
but Dr.
And
Kumar, it's not about being sensible or not. You have given certain facts that you claim are true. Nobody's contesting that. We have actually gone down on ground, and we can say for sure that there is tangible evidence, prima facie, which requires a deeper investigation.
I
Right
just need one.
now, no. So I'll circle back to you. But
No,
the
I just need
question
one
is,
question to be
if
answered.
the EC
No,
is
only one
making it
question.
about an affidavit which you need to just sign, which you own what you said, because of the virtue of not giving in that signature and that affidavit, you're making it seem that you don't believe in your own facts. That's what the question I was asking. I'll come back to you, sir. Allow me to open up the debate.
I just want only 3 seconds.
Sir,
If you permit. Okay,
sir,
go ahead.
I'll come back to you. I'll just cut across to RP Singh and I'll go to our other guest and I'll circle back to you. I want to go to Sardar RP Singh. Sardar RP Singh, the question is, what many find absurd right now, the reason that the government is refusing to have a debate on the floor of the parliament is one, that the EC is a constitutional body and the BJP has absolutely nothing to do with it. If the EC is a constitutional body and the BJP or the government has nothing to do with it, why is RP Singh in the capacity of a spokesperson sitting on this channel and defending the Election Commission today?
Well, Preeti, I've been saying regularly that I can't hear what you're saying. I've been sending messages also to your team. Please ask them to help me out.
Okay, can you hear me, sir, or should I come back to you? Can you hear the question that I asked you?
But can I need to answer. I could only hear word Madhapur in between, and I need to answer that only.
So what? No. I'll come back to you, sir. If you can hear the question, and I'll come back to you if you can't hear it. The question is, the reason the government's not having a debate in Parliament is because EC is a constitutional body and you have nothing to do with it. So therefore, how can you hold a debate? In that respect, why is it that the BJP is going out on a limb to defend the Election Commission against these allegations?
We shouldn't be doing Election Commission. No, I got your point. You're saying that since EC is a constitutional body, so we can't have debate in the Parliament. So why are we defending? We're not defending the Election Commission. We are nowhere defending Election Commission. The Election Commission is on record saying that whatever Rahul Gandhi has said is misleading. They use word, exact word is that he is misleading. So if he is misleading, then let's understand the right phrase for people who mislead. I mean, the people who mislead are called liar, misleader, or fraud. So if Mr. Rahul Gandhi should file a case against the Election Commission, saying that how can you ask, whatever he has put, there's every question of Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been answered by Election Commission on their Twitter handle, X, on the X handle, and then it has mentioned that word. I'm just reading out from that only. So my only humble request is that let Mr. Rahul Gandhi go and file a case against Election Commission of defamation. That how have you said that I'm misleading? Because if he's misleading, then he's a fraud or a misleader or a liar. I mean, that's what I'm reading for a person who misleads. That's the answer from the chat GPT. But issue is, what is the problem with Mr. Rahul Gandhi? If I say something, I'll stand by that. And let Mr. Rahul Gandhi go and file an affidavit and say, yes, I stand by what I said. And let Election Commission answer that. It's 4 days that he's running away from this. I never seen leader of opposition so scared of filing an affidavit on record.
But Sardar RP saying whether the Election Commission might have called the allegations of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress and now the opposition as misleading. Chat GPT aside, the bigger question is just this, sir. The fact is, if the BJP is an independent outfit, then the BJP should say that the EC should investigate it. Instead of defending the Election Commission and attacking the Congress and opposition, if there is no defense of the EC, you should come out and say the EC should investigate it.
Okay, I didn't want you to get into that answering on behalf of EC, but let's understand. He's a very learned spokesman of the Congress party. When was the last time you won that Central Bangalore Assembly? 2009, the assembly, the parliament was constituted. That 2009, the seat was carved out as the Central Bangalore. When was the last time you won that? You lost each and every election after 2009. And we have lost Madhapur each and every election after that, in only that segment. But let me quote you from another constituency named Dhule in Maharashtra. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 assembly constituencies. And we have won each one of them, 6 of them, and we have lost Malegaon by 1,93,000 votes. Total vote polled is something like 2 lakh to 3,000. We lost it by 1,93,000 votes. So there are comparisons. They talk about that election has been stolen, or election has there is some sort of fraud happening in election. I mean, some time back they used to say EVM में गड़बड़ है, EVM में गड़बड़ है, EVM, give me a second Preeti now, EVM में गड़बड़ है. So अगर EVM में गड़बड़ थी तो फिर हम इलेक्टोरल रोल में गड़बड़ करने की क्या जरूरत है? EVM मैनेज हो रही थी ठीक ठाक आपके हिसाब से. Even then we could only win 240 seats in the parliament election. EVM में गड़बड़ होने के बाद. Actual problem is they have lost the ground. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi was recently there. I'll show you the video in the next round. He was there on ground in Bihar. He asked a woman, how is the education in the school? She said, excellent. Is English being taught? She said, excellent. Yes, English is being taught. Do your children get to get
so what's the
computers?
correlation with that video and the allegations?
No, please. That's the real issue. That's the crux of the issue. She said, even bicycle भी मिलता है, computer भी है, अंग्रेजी में पढ़ाई भी जाता है, स्कूल में पढ़ाई बहुत अच्छी है.
So you're saying the opposition is grudging the development, therefore they are making these allegations?
No, because they are trying to build up a narrative. Since their EVM narrative failed.
Okay.
And please ask someone to help me out.
Okay, I'm going to ask somebody. Can somebody please, at the back end, can we get his audio line fixed? Clearly, there seems to be a problem. I want to go to Anjali Bhardwaj and then I'll cut across to Mr. Rajat Sethi. Anjali Bhardwaj, you've highlighted, at least with what is happening in Bihar, the EC's lack of transparency. What do you think in this case, the allegations that have been made by the opposition should be the adequate election commission response?
Look, Preeti, this is a question which goes to the heart of electoral democracy in our country. The Election Commission is supposed to ensure that there are free and fair elections. There can be no free and fair elections unless the electoral roll is proper. And what is happening in Bihar and the questions that are being raised by the opposition today are really related to what is happening to the electoral roll. So unless the electoral rolls are shown to be absolutely impeccable and all exercise that the Election Commission undertakes to do purification or verification of the electoral rolls is transparent, it invokes the trust of the people, we are in a very, very dangerous situation. We know that the electoral rolls are the underbelly, the soft underbelly of elections. If electoral rolls are tweaked with, if they are not correct, they can change the election outcome even before the elections happen. So this is not a matter which is to be taken lightly. We have been pointing out that the Election Commission is not being transparent about whatever exercise it is undertaking in Bihar. 65 lakh names have been struck down from the voter list, draft voter list, after the first phase of the SIR. That list, along with reasons, should have been put in the public domain. We have been saying it should have, in fact, been put at the poll booth level so that people could have gone and checked it physically if they don't have access to the computer. But here, the list with the reasons, the Election Commission is saying 65 lakh people have either died or they have shifted permanently out of Bihar or they can't be found. Now, if somebody can check that list and their name appears on it, they can immediately go and say, look, I'm alive or I'm here and my name has been incorrectly struck off. That is not being allowed by the Election Commission, not being transparent enough and not putting those lists. Despite this matter being agitated in the Supreme Court, the Election Commission is saying, no, we will not put out the list. Where is the need for secrecy? This is what shakes public confidence in what the Election Commission is doing. Now, as far as what the opposition is saying is concerned, if there are concerns that are being raised, it doesn't matter whether the leader of opposition does it or a single citizen of the country does it anywhere. In fact, the Election Commission has always prided itself in saying that we believe that people are the eyes and ears of the Election Commission. They have a C-Vigil app. If anybody puts up a photograph or files a complaint, even that is to be considered. Where is this question of the Election Commission of our country, a constitutional body, asking for other things and not addressing the problem at hand. The Election Commission in a democracy like ours should immediately take up the issue and say, look, we are going to do this not just with the political parties, but in the open. We will take people into confidence. Finally, the Election Commission in our democracy is accountable to the people of the country, Preeti. If they lose trust of the people, then really there is nothing left in our electoral democracy.
Rajat Sethi, I want to bring you in on this because, add to it the fact that there is another case which is going on parallelly, which is being challenged on the Election Commission refusing to retain CCTV data of booths over 45 days. So that's something that is being challenged on the side as well. But overall, Rajat, do you think at least the optics of it can be a bit damning? Because I'll tell you why. Because you have at one end the opposition alleging voter fraud on what they claim is their evidence. The EC doesn't really come in and say anything right now. There is no press conference. There are source-based information. There are a couple of tweets that are making the round. You have somebody like an Arvind Limbavali who, especially, if you underline Karnataka on what Rahul Gandhi said, has come out with a point-by-point rebuttal. It somewhere down the line erodes the trust in the Election Commission. This should be done by the Election Commission, not a BJP leader.
Well, I think BJP is stepping in because it is BJP's victory which is being tarnished by the opposition, and BJP has every right to come in and expose the ridiculousness of this attempt by the Congress party and their supporters to actually belittle one of our stalwarts of our constitutional pillars. If they want to carry on, BJP is well within its right to expose the ludicrous behavior of the opposition party. You can counter it by doing protests the way you did it. You can carry on that protest. That is well within your right. Now, my point is the absolute absurdity, and let me underline that. Rahul Gandhi does this expose of sorts, an atom bomb of sorts, puts out the data saying that these so-and-so voters are fraud. People of that same constituency are coming up and putting social media posts saying that, no, I'm still there. I'm still sitting on that address. So my problem here is that what Lord Rahul Gandhi says, how does that become a gospel truth? How does that automatically translate into something wherein you start saying that everything else is fraud? What I'm saying is not fraud. I mean, how are you jumping into that conclusion? And that goes with any citizen. If I have to file a complaint, I will need to do that taking the proper procedures into account. If I have to file an affidavit, I will do that. Affidavits is not something which is like a rocket science. You do that every single day on so many matters. Anybody who has gone through a legal case knows that there are just so many affidavits that you file. I don't know where is this context of affidavits missing coming in. The second thing is about electoral rolls and the way it is presented. See, there is a very delicate line around the privacy of the citizens also, where with the addresses and with the photographs which is put out. You can't have it, in a way where everybody who wants to stalk the other citizen can do that freely. So there has to be some kind of a delicate balance which has to be put in place. And let me tell you, in today's day of AI, Mistral has this intelligence character recognition where you can do all of this exercise in a split second. But drama has to be there. So you print out and you make a pile of it 7 feet. In today's day and age, that is laughable, Preeti ji. Again, I'm going to say that you are a political party. You run elections. And when elections happen, you have your booth level workers who have that list, that panna. In that panna, you can clearly see who is a fraud and who is not a fraud. What are your party people doing right at the time of election? Why is it always post facto? Why don't you come in and create a ruckus right at the time when the electoral roll is finalized, and you take that to the Election Commission to the task right there? But you don't do it over there. You do it after the election is done, after you have lost the election. You won't do it in Jharkhand. Will Mr. Rahul Gandhi go and go through each of the electoral rolls in Jharkhand? He won't do that. And this is the problem. He can't, He has not sat ever with his polling booth officers of the Congress party. If he does that, they will educate him far better, because they are the ones who have those electoral rolls, who sit outside the polling booth and do tick boxes each time. But Rahul Gandhi has to come out from his high horses, get into the messy exercise of election process before making a sweeping judgment the way he is making. My problem is that he is ill-advised, he is ill-experienced, he does not know how the election process works, he does not know how decentralized the process is, that no single entity, The chief election commissioner sitting at the very top can turn a key and the whole election sways. It doesn't work like that in a country like India. You have a hugely decentralized process in every nook and corner. Congress party, and that too in Karnataka, has its own workers who go and scan these documents on a regular basis. You can't do this post-facto exercise at all.
Okay, I'm going to take final comments from all of you right now, but the hyperbole is that much amplified, Rajat Sethi, because there is a seeming silence from the Election Commission other than a tweet here and there. And for whatever he might be, he's still the leader of opposition. There have been reporters who've gone on ground, some of us as well, who've at least come out prima facie. And you're right, there are other reports contrary to that as well. But prima facie, with reports which seem to warrant a deeper investigation, and possibly that's the reason. I want to, bring in Dr. Ajoy Kumar back into this conversation. Dr. Ajoy Kumar, let me juxtapose with what, of course, Rahul Gandhi said and what's also happening in the state of Bihar. Now, Bihar, we've debated ad nauseum. We've had you on the show. We've seen how every Mahagathbandhan party has gone out on a limb to reject the SIR process, which is being debated right now in court as well. But the larger question is, which the EC says, and Anjali ji, I'll bring you in on that as well, not a single complaint has come in, leave alone from any political party, but the BLOs as well. That's what the EC says.
But one sec. They're first of all, again, lying. The BLAs are not complaining, the political parties are complaining. So that is where they continuously lie. The workers will give it to us like Tejasvi Yadav said. We need to stop their nonsensical lies. One poor BLA in one booth will go and complain and file it. He will go to his leader and then the MLA will go and file it. So this BLA is a nonsense. But let me counter. Look, you'll have to give me 2-3 minutes on this. On oath, Mr. Gandhi has taken repeated oaths as a member of parliament. Okay. He continuously says that I stand by my word. And this election commission, they have also taken an oath. So let them check this thing. So the oath is a nonsensical thing. Names deleted. Now, I was hearing, these bombastic words by my colleagues from the panelists, Rajat and everybody else, RP Singh. Let me start with Maharashtra, with facts. You gave the list of deleted names in Maharashtra. Why aren't you giving it in Bihar? No answer. Because the BJP is involved. Second, soft copy. Why aren't you giving the soft copy? Tell me one thing, why can't you give the soft copy so that everybody can search and see what a big fraud you're doing? And fraud is not EC. You and EC are doing the fraud. Mr. RP Singh and Rajat, because since you are a reputed supporter, Amit Walvia put up an epic number, which was wrong. We proved it to you, but you refused to accept it. The famous Gobel fraud of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Amit Walvia, put the wrong epic number. Okay? Coming to the stalwarts of election. Election did a great job. The same election commission said electoral bonds is not good, but then gave an affidavit 5 years back that we have no comments. Same election commission gave electoral bonds is not good for democracy. Stalwarts of the constitutional protection, Mr. RP Singh. The same election commission has got nothing to say on electoral bonds, which has destroyed this country by the money power. No, and I'll come to most important. Madhapur, RP Singh Saab, Dule ho ya Madhapur, check both. We are not interested in losing or winning. We are interested in the future of India. Check Dule. Prove that Dule is also a fraud. We'll be happy. It is not whether Jharkhand, Bhai Saab, it took us, one sec, I didn't interrupt you, you don't interrupt me. It took us 7 months to finish. One sec, let me finish. 30
seconds, okay. Doctor, 1 second. RP Singh, I'll come to you. Allow him 30 seconds, sir. Please make your final comments.
It took us 7 months. 7 months.
Mr. Singh, I'll come to you. Allow him. Make your point.
It took us 7 months only for one assembly. One assembly. 500 Lok Sabha seats into 6 on 3,000 plus assemblies. One, because you have to type. It's not machine readable. So look at the audacity. We did it in a place where we had the resources to do it. We would love to do it in the whole country. Why can't you give it in a format? Because you are all frauding. It's a cheated election. If you had lost 20 seats, Mr. Modi wouldn't be Prime Minister. You manage that well.
But Dr. Ajoy Kumar, if it is, because there's so much about optics in this game, put your money where your mouth is, put that signature on an affidavit and leave the ball in EC's court. You've anyway said you have zero faith in the EC. Do that then. Okay, we will see if you do that. RP Singh, I want to bring you back into this conversation. You wanted to come in for a rebuttal where Dr. Ajoy Kumar was concerned, but larger question, sir. There are questions that need to be asked of the EC, and it's problematic if the BJP is going to come out and defend the EC.
Well, I'll answer that, but Preeti, today minister has been sacked in Karnataka. I thought probably you'll bring that into your debate and
Sir,
tell people why.
Did you not see the story right before that?
I was in trouble that time. Yeah.
Yes.
So
go ahead, sir, make your point.
So the reason behind is that man is saying that, yes, this has happened after our party has been government. And Ajay Kumar ji, please, ECE, your Twitter handle पर जाइए ना. ये उस पे clearly you can dig into any voter list of the country from any constituency. I can, if you want, let me know. I'll help you out.
Help me out.
Yes, I'll show you. I'm saying it is there.
You can't search. RP Singh. Sorry, go ahead. You finish.
You can read everything you want to read. You can search everything you want to search. You want me to open it? I'll open it for you and probably help you out with this. Give me a second now. It's more. It says select state, district, assembly constituency, language, role type. What else you need? Preeti, help them out, please. And then problem is that they don't read. Sir,
Dr. Kumar, please, allow RP Singh. He gave you your time. Yeah,
yes,
make your point.
Yes.
Please, I'll appreciate, go through this accident of DC and then you find everything here. But you don't want to hear that because problem is, as I told, the problem is they know they're losing election. And since they are losing election, so they have to build up some narrative. Madhapur, some other narrative of voters being deleted, added. 22 lakh voters were added in Telangana. Mr. Rahul Gandhi was clapping. Good election commission, very good. And won the election. Mr. OSC's seat, 5.41 lakh voters were deleted.
But RP Singh ji, so, a question that the likes of Anjali ji also have is, then why is the first draft of the list that has come out in the state of Bihar does not have the deleted names published? Because that's a fight which activists are fighting. Anjali ji, would you want to come in? I'll come back to you, RP Singh, on that.
Yes.
I'll come back to you, sir. Allow him. I'll come back to you. Coming right back to you after that. Anjali ji, go ahead. Make your point.
Yeah. Preeti, I think what is extremely disappointing to anyone who is watching what the Election Commission is doing is that instead of setting up a task force immediately, saying that, look, there are some very serious allegations, there is some prima facie proof that has been presented, which is very concerning and which can be very damning for a democracy. We are going to immediately examine this and do it transparently and put out the information. And we are going to take people on board. Instead of that, we are hearing that the Election Commission is just dithering on the issue, which is not invoking any trust in the institution. And let me say that in our democracy, the most important thing that keeps elections going and people's trust in elections is trust in the institution of the Election Commission. As far as the Bihar role is concerned, Mr. RP Singh has said that the list is available. We all know that. There are two things which I want to again repeat, which have been concerning us regarding the list. First of all, the list to begin with was searchable. But 3 days ago, the Election Commission has changed the format of the list and made it non-searchable. If today we go, we cannot put in anybody's name and look for it in a searchable format, which is a big loss. Nobody should be expected to put in names and then go through lakhs and crores of names to look for it. Searchable data is not there. The second thing is that the list that has been put out simply says that these are the voters that have now made it. The list of 65 lakh deleted voters is not public. The Election Commission is saying we've given it to the BLAs. That might be so. It has not been put in the public domain. How are people supposed to check names and go even to the Election Commission
I'm running out of time
and say that our name is not there? And there is no reason, Preeti, that has been given. Why those names have been deleted?
Fair point. Rajat Sethi, you were shaking your head. Why so? Go ahead.
No. This is absolute absurdities. Why has Election Commission on the specific case of Bihar changed the rule book? were the deletion reasons given for the past 75 years of our country's election history? Why do you want to make Bihar a special case? Why were similar activists not on the streets in all the previous elections when the deletions were made? My name from my home constituency was deleted as well. Nobody sent me a letter saying that, hey, your name has been deleted. It doesn't work like that. You have to be, as a cognizant citizen, you need to do that. You need to go out and search. And by the way, let me tell you, over here, the only reason is being sore losers. All the opposition party members who have lost election are out in the fray because they're all sore losers. And you know, we have all done elections, we've all handled elections, we've all voted in our elections. The only psychological warfare that is happening is let us put enough pressure on election commission, you know, so that at least, you know, you basically come out and cancel out the opportunity of meddling.
All right.
I mean, do that to
Anjali ji wants to come. Anjali ji,
but in the
10
process,
seconds.
you expose yourself through and through.
10 seconds and I need to close the show. And RP Singh, I'll come to you for 10 seconds. Anjali ji, you wanted to come in for a counter? You have 10 seconds, ma'am.
This is not a regular exercise that is happening in
Okay.
Bihar. This is not a regular
Okay, fair
administrative
point.
exercise. And
RP
what
Singh-
people are saying is this
Ma'am,
is just
no time.
before
RP
elections.
and Singh.
This will
Okay,
disenfranchise
Rajat ji, 10
people.
seconds.
Why would you give everybody? Why wouldn't you give everybody time in that case?
Okay, 10
Why do
seconds
make
each,
it
Dr.
searchable?
Kumar
Take the
and
last
RP
comment,
and
or you
Singh.
don't take the last
RP and
comment.
Singh, 10
You've
seconds,
been doing
please.
this over and over
And
again.
then me.
Sorry? Are you telling me
Doing
anything,
this
Rajat
over and over
Sethi?
again. I'm telling you, Preeti ji, why would
What
you
are
not
you saying?
give last comment to everybody in that case?
I am giving everyone. Did you not hear me?
No, you did not. I had to intervene to make that happen.
Rajat Sethi, I think you have a persecution complex,
No,
sir.
I have
Everyone
no- I
is
have no
getting
problem.
equal time. Time
No,
yourself.
not at all. You
Time
made
yourself,
it the
Rajat Sethi.
last
Stop
comment
having
from
a
everybody and then
persecution
you are saying
complex
10
about
seconds to
nothing.
everybody.
You've
How did
spoken
Anjali
ad
ji get a
nauseum
response
twice.
there?
Everyone's
You
getting final
absolutely do
comments.
that. You do that over and over
Sir,
again.
I'm not here to fight with you. Can I get
I'm also
RP
not
Singh
here on
final
your debate
comments?
to fight
So
with you. I'm here to
don't
engage
then.
with the audience.
Can I get RP and Singh? RP and Singh, make your final comments. RP Singh, make your final comments, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I thought there's someone from the other RP Singh was come to your debate. Oh,
No, sir.
so-
Apologies. Heat of the moment. RP Singh. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I thought probably you brought RP Singh to the debate. Preeti, I just saw in the social media, Anjali Bhardwaj ji is accused of some fraud. Prima facie, it's an allegation. It's an allegation. So, is that the way the system functions? I'm sorry, Preeti, Anjali ji, that's not the way the system functions. 22 lakh voters were deleted from Telangana. 22 lakh. You never raised a question on that. You never came and said, no. First, give us a list of the 22 lakh voters which has been deleted. 5.41 lakh voters were deleted from Hyderabad. Mr. Oisi still won the election. You never came then and
Okay.
said, oh, President, list of 5.41
The
lakh
Telangana
voters.
matter is in the Supreme Court. Please inform yourself, Mr. Singh.
I never
Okay.
interrupted.
Final comments, sir. Final comments. Dr. Kumar, 20 seconds. Everybody gets 20 seconds. Make your points. Sir, I'm sorry. I'm trying to clock it.
My
Go
question
ahead.
is very simple. Whether it's Rajat or RP Singh, would you accept a country? Would you accept a country where the house address is 0? One sec, yeah. Would you accept a country where the house address is 0? One sec. In thousands of places, would you accept a country where one room has got 100 voters? Would you accept a country
Why
where
my
the
time has been given to you? Did I finish? Anjali,
RP Singh, sir, you just got 20 seconds. Why are you talking? Please, sir. Allow everyone to get their 20 seconds. No, final minute. Do you have to? You have 10 seconds, sir. Make your point. What do you want to say? Mr. Singh, make your point. Mr. Singh, what is it that you want to say?
You're rewarding bad behavior, Preeti.
Arey, sir, no, it's not rewarding bad. Let him finish what he has to say. Make your point.
You are the privileged class for and the data class for Preeti. You are there,
Okay.
we all know that. But please,
Okay.
I also have a right as a spokesperson of
Okay,
BJP.
10 seconds. Dr. Kumar, 10 seconds. Final comments. Make your point.
My only thing is, you want a better India, right? If a father's name is XYX Rajat,
Okay.
is that okay? No, question, Rajat, is that
RP
okay?
Singh, sir, you've got your time now. Okay, I want to, Anjali ji, 10 seconds. Make your point. Okay, you're done. Rajat Sethi, make your point, sir. Final comments. RP Singh, I'll come to you, sir. Let him make his point.
Nobody is a special citizen. Neither is myself, nor you, nor Rahul Gandhi. Nobody is a special citizen. You need, if you have an objection on the upcoming elections, take the due course of action, file those applications. follow the process. Doing this drama and obstructing the parliament is none of your business. You are not supposed to do that. As an honorable, conscientious citizen, you should actually be following the process that is open for all citizens equally. If you do not have your bench strength, that is your problem. That is not India's
that's all the
problem.
time that I have for now. RP Singh ji, what was it that you were trying to say? You have 10 seconds, sir. Make your point very quickly.
Very, very simple, Preeti. This all is hogwash. This is trying to cover up the future defeat which they are going to face. That's the only issue. Nothing else, nothing more than that.
With that, allow me to close this debate. Allow me to close this debate.